In the tempest of life, where emotions rage like a relentless storm, we stand firm as Stoics, guardians of our inner citadel. Our journey is not one of passivity but of relentless self-mastery, for within lies the power to transcend the tumult of the world and emerge unscathed. Rule 1. Embrace the immutable nature of the universe. In the annals of history, we find Marcus Aurelius, a titan among men, who gazed upon the cosmos and recognized its immutable laws. Like him, we must accept the inevitable ebb and flow of existence, understanding that our fate is but a thread woven into the fabric of the universe. By embracing this truth, we free ourselves from the shackles of fear and uncertainty, finding solace in the embrace of cosmic inevitability. Rule 2. Cultivate indifference to external events. Seneca, the sage of Rome, spoke of the importance of cultivating indifference to external events. Like a rock weathered by the relentless onslaught of waves, we must stand unmoved by the tides of fortune. Whether faced with triumph or tragedy, we remain steadfast in our resolve, knowing that true equanimity lies not in the pursuit of pleasure, but in the acceptance of whatever fate may bring. Rule 3. Master the art of negative visualization. In the darkness of our minds, we confront the specter of adversity through the practice of negative visualization. Epictetus, the enslaved philosopher, taught us to envision the loss of all that we hold dear, so that when misfortune strikes, we are prepared to meet it with grace and resilience. By embracing the impermanence of all things, we learn to cherish the present moment and find joy in the simple pleasures of existence. Rule 4. Transmute adversity into opportunity. In the crucible of adversity, we discover the alchemy of the soul. Just as the phoenix rises from the ashes, so too do we emerge from the flames of hardship, purified and strengthened by the ordeal. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reminds us that every obstacle is an opportunity for growth, a chance to test our mettle and forge our character in the fires of adversity. Rule 5. Practice voluntary discomfort. Like the ancient Spartans, we must steel ourselves through voluntary discomfort, for in the crucible of hardship, we temper our resolve and cultivate resilience. Whether through fasting, cold exposure, or physical exertion, we embrace the discomfort of the present moment, knowing that true strength lies not in the avoidance of pain, but in the mastery of it. Rule 6. Cultivate inner serenity through virtue. In the chaos of the world, we find sanctuary within the fortress of virtue. Like the Stoic sage, we cultivate wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice, knowing that true happiness lies not in the pursuit of pleasure, but in the practice of virtue. By aligning our actions with the dictates of reason, we find inner serenity amidst the tumult of the world. Rule 7. Embrace the impermanence of life. Finally, we come to embrace the impermanence of life itself, knowing that one day, we too shall pass into the annals of history. Like the Stoic philosophers before us, we confront our mortality with courage and equanimity, knowing that death is but a natural part of the cosmic order. In the face of our own mortality, we find the impetus to live each day with purpose and passion, knowing that our legacy lies not in the monuments we leave behind, but in the lives we touch and the virtues we embody. In the crucible of life, we stand as Stoics, warriors of the soul, masters of our emotions and architects of our destiny. Though the road may be long and fraught with peril, we walk it with heads held high, knowing that true freedom lies not in the conquest of the world, but in the conquest of the self. So let us embrace the brutal beauty of Stoicism, and forge our souls in the fires of adversity, for it is through struggle that we find our truest selves.